New at 10 o'clock, a national organization's visit to the Tri-States could help transform downtown Quincy. Economic leaders say it's all in an effort to help the district's long-term future. WGM's Claire Edlin spoke about expectations with its director today and joins us live from downtown Quincy with what she found.
Raja, the district's director says that this visit is actually not the first, and that Quincy has greatly benefited in the past, gaining new ideas and ways to improve downtown. The district director, Brianna Rivera, says national organization Main Street America focuses on revitalizing main streets.
It's helping main streets grow, just like ourselves. We're a member. And the transformation strategy visit is so important because it helps us to have a roadmap for the next few years.
Rivera says the Quincy area has been planning for this welcomed visit for some time. Its #1 goal is to strengthen historic downtown communities across the country. And this week, it's providing feedback to the Gem City.
I'm really hoping that everybody brings their A game. I know we had a survey that went out and it's now closed, but we've gotten over 300 responses.
The feedback incorporates hundreds of responses from community members about their vision for Quincy's downtown area.
And where you think downtown struggles.
Rivera says Main Street officials will gather results and come up with a 3-year strategic plan for the Gem City.
It's really important to see what our organizations within the district think, as well as the public.
I spoke with 2 Main Street officials today to get an idea on how they operate and how the other communities are benefiting.
Look at, what are some of those actionable recommended things that we can provide them, again, based on community input, market analysis, and other types of data. So we just want to make sure that we're alongside them and working with them.
So now it's this dedicated effort to really be working on the buildings, the businesses, and kind of that overarching brand of what is the district.
The Main Street officials will be here downtown to tour on Wednesday and Thursday. Live in Quincy, Claire Edlin, WGEM News.
Thank you, Claire. And by the way, closed focus groups with business and property owners, partner organizations, and elected officials also are planned.